Now, this time last year that we told you about the Plein Air Festival up in Door County, where you could walk down the street and see painters with their easels out painting landscapes up in Door County. Well, here's a different opportunity, very similar. It's happening in Algoma this weekend, and it's called the Plein Air Paintout. And you're going to meet some digital artists like Susan Murtaugh. Hi, Susan.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Susan Connor is also here from the Flying Pig. That's where the paint out is going to be happening, and we'll get to her in just a minute. But Susan, tell me about your work.
Well, I'm working on an iPad these days. I've thrown away my watercolors, and I find this much more fun.
Why? Yeah, what is it about working on your iPad?
Because I have the luxury of having layers so that I can be putting additions and corrections, and you'll watch this painting build itself. I was out here this past weekend plein air painting in your parking lot, and so now people will get an idea of, you saw that painting develop right there.
That was cool. Can you do that again?
I certainly can. Well, matter of fact, why don't I give you a little blue sky? Let me pick up some blue skies and start painting some blue sky in there, and let's finish this thing off.
Finish it up for, oh, look at that.
Look at this. And so that we can finish in some of the grasses down here. Now, I shouldn't make it look this easy. I have been working on this piece for about 6 hours, and you can see that I've even gotten the type from the sculpture in there. So it's very detailed. Your Fox 11 looks great, and we can get back to actual size there.
Now, my kids have some apps on my phone where they do some doodling with their fingertips, but I see you're using what kind of looks like a paintbrush.
It is, and it's a handmade stylus, and I use it just like a paintbrush.
And I understand that there are some applications that you're helping to create.
Yes, I work for Autodesk, and they have this application, and it's called Sketchbook Pro, and it is a fabulous, fabulous application to be doing painting on.
Well, we actually have some of your paintings that you sent along beforehand. If you could tell us a little bit about them. I believe the first one was my favorite, and if oh, it's not. I like that one too.
That's my son. I like that one a lot.
Okay, so you did this painting of your son on your iPad.
On my iPad, that's correct.
Moving along to the next picture. What's this?
This is a part of my show that's currently right now at the Flying Pig, and it's called My Old Flame. This is an antique matchbook, and I've got a series of matches. This was painted on my iPod Touch.
Wow. Next picture? That's my favorite. I love that one.
That's eggs, and this is hanging right now in London, and it was part of a mashup with a Fabric Lenny in Leeds, London, and he did a thing called Breakfast. So this was my take, and he's got 50 other pieces hanging.
All right, I think we have a couple more pictures to look at.
This is from the Manitowoc Public School System. I'm artist in residence there.
So you're teaching kids how to do this?
I'm teaching kids how to paint on the iPads.
Look at these kids are already using iPads. It's such a young, I bet they are. They get it figured out right away, don't they?
Really fast.
And I like this last one to include that because that kind of gives people an idea of landscape work on the iPad.
This one was done last year at the Plein Air Paintout.
Well, Susan Connor, why don't you tell us about the paint out?
It's from 11 to 4, Flying Pig. We're 2 miles south of Algoma on Highway 42. In addition to, we'll have traditional painters, so they'll be out with their brushes and acrylics and oils, everything like that, in addition to the digital artists. Then we have artists from the gallery that'll be out demonstrating.
About how many do you think you'll have out there?
Demonstrating?
Yeah.
Like maybe a dozen, and then about the same, maybe 20 or so plein air painters.
And how's the garden looking now?
Very lush and beautiful, so come out and visit.
We definitely will. Susan and Susan Squared, thank you so much. We'll put all that information about the paint out on our website, fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin, and we'll see you Saturday at the Flying Pig.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day, and we'll be right back.